For the last few weeks, I've been feeling bloated. So in this video, I'm going to be cutting out all processed foods from my diet, meaning no stevia, no protein powder, no dressing.
Not even my almond milk.
You gave a processed food?
It's processed.
To see if this could be the root cause of my issue. Because feeling bloated is not the nicest of feelings. So join me on this journey as we found out that what I thought was the solution to my bloat actually just ended up making it worse.
I really want to figure this out.
And while this experiment didn't go according to plan, it did help me find out what was causing the bloat. And while now that I've thrown away every single food item in my home,
I pretty much have nothing left in my house at this point, so.
I started off with the easy piece of this puzzle, getting my favorite veggies and fruits for that sweet tooth that I am very afraid of letting down during this challenge. But for the more advanced stuff, I needed some help.
So we're here at Gelson's to find non-processed, and I need some help. Sam's the master in non-processed.
Since processed food refer to any food that's been changed from its natural state simply by being cut, washed, heated, pasteurized, canned, cooked, frozen, dried, dehydrated, mixed, or packaged, virtually any food that's sold in a grocery store can be classified as processed to some degree. So I'll be going for anything that's minimally processed.
If you're about to tell me,
I would never. Jenny, no.
We got some good turkey.
I love it.
And some good chicken. And then I got let down big time.
Can I have ketchup?
That was a big no-no because there was no non-processed ketchup. And
This is the dressing I've been using.
Before I even walked over here, I knew what you were about to point out.
so for dressing, I had to go with the non-processed salsa.
How do I sweeten my food? I need sweetness.
Honey.
Dates. I do like dates. Sam, what about Greek yogurt?
Yeah.
What?
However, the Greek yogurt comes with a twist because I'm normally a 0% fat Greek yogurt kind of girl. And since I'm not doing this processed food challenge alone, I had to sort out the terms and conditions with my competitor.
Has the fat removed from it is processed. Yogurt that has the fat still in it, full-fat yogurt, is not processed.
So like this is processed according to Alex.
If you watch my most recent YouTube video, you'll know that this entire non-processed food idea all started when Alex decided to ask me about my poop.
He asked, what would it take for me to have good
Which, my visits to the bathroom and my bloat usually go hand in hand. However, it's not consistent that I have these issues. It happens in phases, and even though I eat more whole foods than probably 90% of the US population, I still do believe that at certain times in my life, I do consume more processed foods than I'd like to. Things like protein powder, protein bars, and other low-carb, low-fat foods. And so I thought that this could potentially be the cause of my issues. But as we soon will find out, as I embarked on this challenge, this was actually not the root cause of my issues.
What did we decide?
That we're not going to have any processed foods, nothing that has had to be changed somewhere, only whole foods, only things we meal prep and prepare, and no processed foods whatsoever.
And so since he's committed to doing it as well, we gotta make sure we're on the same page, and so that's why I'm asking him permission.
Okay, we'll figure something out then. Thank you.
We'll figure something out. I don't like the sound of that.
So
Apparently I have to put this back. I cannot have it.
and same goes with this almond
I
milk.
also have to put this back because it has vanilla extract in it, which is no good. But instead, this one has only filtered water and hazelnut, so I can have it.
You can't have a real donut. You can have a meat donut.
Oh my goodness, this is gonna be hard.
But I was committed and determined to figure this out because this issue is not new for me.
Since I was a baby, I have had issues with my belly. So my mom would massage my belly to get my poop out.
This has been an issue since I was a baby. It was an issue when I was a teenager. It's the reason why I started drinking coffee, because I was told that it would help me go to the bathroom. And so if this had started after I started my fitness journey, it would have made sense that it was due to maybe the change of diet that I'm eating. But since this has been an issue since I was a child, unfortunately, there is something deeper behind it. And I'm on a mission to figure this out, because with age and the more I get connected to my body, the more I believe in the saying that our gut is our second brain, and it truly does affect our mood. It's not doing well. I cannot stress enough that this does not have to do with what I look like, but the discomfort of feeling bloated and one's gut not working optimal.
I have wanted to quit and cry throughout my entire workout today. I so rarely feel this way, but sometimes, maybe once every 2 months, I just have a day where I'm just not feeling it. And now you may not be able to tell, but I really think it has something to do with my gut. This is rock hard. I'm pretty sure this is not fat. And if you look at my DEXA scans, I don't really have any fat here, but it's rock hard, and it's this thing going out. You know how they say that our gut is our second brain? I think it's also why I feel a little out of balance with my mood, because it's so unlike me. So I'd love to get this salmon after my workout in Amazon, and usually I use this fat-free, sugar-free dressing, but since I can't use that, I'm gonna just literally put
subscribe on there.
So I don't know what else I could do.
I'm really realizing the amount of things I've been addicted to that are just completely processed.
It's not good.
For the first few days, the way to satisfy my sweet tooth was through dates. Fruit with honey drizzled on top. And well, I wasn't really satisfied, so I was eager to figure out if my fellow gym goers had any good ideas for me.
So I usually drizzle honey on top of everything, like steaks, the brains that I eat. It's way better than the stevia that you do.
I miss my stevia. Do you have any tips for my sugar tooth? I can't have stevia. Oh, that's rough. Honestly, baked apples, a little bit of cinnamon. It's so muddy. It's already naturally sweet. Pineapples are also really good. Dried, especially if you have a dehydrator. Oh, dehydrated pineapples are so muddy.
That sweet tooth food talk got me excited to move my body on this upper body day. And well, that night I air fried some chicken and veggies. And well, for dessert, I overloaded on fruits as my sweet tooth kicked in big time. We're talking 3 apples, a ton of berries, and dates. And well, the following day,
it's morning of day 3, and I really thought that going on to this like non-processed food situation would make me not bloated, but I've been waking up feeling like you obviously can't really see it that much, but just the feeling of bloatedness is how I've woken up, and I'm curious to know if it's because I've increased my veggie and fruit intake because there's so much fiber that could make you bloated. I'm kind of curious to know.
During my workout on day 3, I had the most incredible experience, and even though this is not related to the topic of this video, I want to share it anyway.
Okay, so when I'm on the treadmill, as you know, I do work on my iPad to like get productivity going while I'm moving my body. But today after 40 minutes, I wanted to do a full hour. After 40 minutes, I was done. And so the last 16 minutes is literally write down everything I want in my life. Like go so beyond my wildest dreams. And it feels so good to step into that next new level version of myself. And I'm talking business, family, relationships, just overall spiritual, like how I want my life to be if it was like the dream scenario. Highly recommend, especially if you're like not wanting to do your cardio. Just keep riding. I have 3 minutes left and I'm gonna keep riding. We did it!
And well, one of the many things that I wanted to manifest was having a healthy gut year-round.
So today I have been feeling very bloated. I really want to figure this out.
So salmon snack with just hot sauce. That's good. That's good.
I am a disaster. Absolute disaster.
Guys, I have been going ham, as you can tell, on the dates, on the honey. This was pretty much full when we started. My sugar tooth is out of hand. I've been eating so much more fruit because that's, I feel like, the only like non-processed thing I can eat that is sweet enough to satisfy my sweet tooth, which means that in general, my protein intake has been a little bit lower and my carb intake has been higher. And I really miss my protein powder and protein bars.
But that's when Sam came to the rescue once again and told me about the magic berry. And I knew that I had to give this a try.
Apparently this magic berry is gonna make this lemon taste sweet. You ready?
See, they've been claiming that if you eat this magic berry, move it around in your mouth for 40 seconds, it'll turn anything sour into sweet. And with the sweet tooth I got on,
She's trying to kill me. Cheers.
we had to get to the bottom as to whether or not this was actually true.
Whoa! No way! It tastes like the sweetest orange ever. Yeah, like a sweet one.
But does it also work with limes?
Oh my god! What? That is.
This was wild, so I thought, why not try it?
Onion. Is onion sour? No. What does it taste like? I do not like eating raw onion normally. Like, this is actually good.
So even though I found this incredible sweet tooth hack, little by little as the days went by, I saw myself becoming more and more bloated and more confused about what was going on. But that's when I realized, back when I used to dance full time, I would crave apples and eat up to 10 every single day. And I had noticed back then that the more apples I ate, the more bloated I would get. And this also applies to whenever I'm traveling, because that's when I eat the most fruit of all. And so suddenly the dots started connecting, because over the past month, I've increased my fruit intake. And especially during this challenge, my fruit consumption has dramatically increased. So I started to wonder, what if this was the issue all along? Because the thing about fruits is that they have sugar, such as fructose and sorbitol, and they also contain fiber, which we do all need for a healthy gut function. But when consumed in an excess amount, like I tend to sometimes do, it really can result in lower digestibility, and again, causing greater abdominal swelling and gases.
I thought I wasn't going to be bloated when I started this non-processed food, and every morning I've been waking up. I know you can't see, but the feeling of being bloated
It could be because you're eating way more vegetable. You know what fiber is? It's indigestible matter. The same way it goes in, it goes out. That's why people like it, because it basically holds your poop together. But it can't be digested. So if it's staying in there, it's obviously got a bit more space.
Yeah.
And your body's trying to get it digested, but it can't. So.
I have one more question. You drank your coffee?
I drank my coffee.
Did you like it?
No.
Rate my coffee from a scale from 0 to 10.
I'll rate it from the scale of mud water to cat piss.
Get out of my house.
Okay, so as I started to think back both to my childhood and times in my life where my digestion and gut has been having issues, I realized that it has been during times where my fiber intake has been at an all-time high. And so as I went into day 4, I knew I needed a new strategy to see if fiber could be playing a part in my bloating.
This girl just hit a PR. I was stuck over there, lifted all that weight. How much? 305.
With all this bloat talk, I do want to mention once again that this only happens during certain phases of my life, but a majority of the time, I feel absolutely exceptional inside of my body. But I'm the kind of person that wants to feel this way always, and that's why I'm on a mission to get to the bottom of what the actual cause of the bloat is for when it does happen. And the more I thought about it, the more I realized that the weeks leading up to this non-processed food experiment had been dramatically increasing, especially my fruit intake. And I also came to realize that when I was a child, we barely had any processed foods. So was the processed food really the cause to my issue?
First off, Ellie, you look so pretty in that outfit. Also,
Wait, we're twinning.
I don't know.
Look.
We are twinning. And I am so jealous.
Because I'm
what
having
you're
processed stuff.
Favorite thing: yogurt, blueberries.
Well, that you can have.
Jello. I showed them throwing out my Jello. I'm also.
You threw it out?
You're like good with it. Like you can.
Yeah, I've had that for like probably like a month and a half.
Know me.
To explain, my issue has always been that when I find something I like, I never get tired of it. I will, just like with the fruit, go ham and eat a ton of that one thing. Like I would actually have no issues eating my 2100 calories through apples. That's like 21 apples. That would be delicious. I'm a weirdo and I am aware. And that's also why at other times in my life I've overeaten on maybe Greek yogurt or protein powder or candy.
You can handle it. I'm like addicted. But a very nice gym crush meal prepped me some of my favorite fish. Actually, you should try it out. It is called, I think, talipa.
Oh, tilapia.
And the macros
Tilapia.
are insane. And it tastes good just like this because he air fries it.
Tilapia is really lean.
It's so lean. I think the serving is 100 calories and 21 grams of protein.
For you, it's the cooking.
It's the cooking. It's like I need it quick and efficient. Meal done.
As fast as possible.
And that's why yogurt is so easy, because it's just easy. It's fast, quick. We love it quick.
Now, as I got to day 7 of this challenge and I'd started to lower my fiber intake, my body actually was responding super well and feeling back to normal. However, my cravings, not so much. And so on day 8, I was so happy to, in moderation, add some processed foods back into my diet. And so here are the changes that I'm going to be making moving forward.
So I have realized it's something I knew previously, but I just kind of forgot about it. My stomach is super duper sensitive to fruits that have a high glucose? Fructose? This non-processed, just as a, like you can't eat anything processed, it does not work for me. But I have learned a few things. One, just be mindful of the amount of fruit that I take in because my body no like it if I overdo it. Which I think is just like a general good reminder for me. But I do need to bring some normal foods into my life for me to like feel at my best. But I'm going to be switching out my daily stevia consumption with some monk fruit. And this is literally pure monk fruit. So there's nothing extra added in it. Limiting my protein powder intake, limiting my protein bar intake, and just being mindful. I think experiments like this help me to grow and evolve and to become more aware of what my body really likes so that I can then be aware in my day-to-day life when I make my daily choices.
It's been 2 weeks now since I finished this challenge. Having kept these newfound awarenesses about my specific body and what it needs in mind, it has been feeling better than ever. And the bloat is gone.
Even though you probably can't see any difference, it's the feeling. Like it feels nice not to be bloated.
Something else that I think has been helping these last few weeks is adding more foods that have probiotics in them, as well as taking both pre and probiotic supplements together with digestive enzymes. I'm still eating my fruits and vegetables. I'm just being mindful of the amount that I eat on a daily basis. And something that's really important to keep in mind is that even though I found the solution as to what was making me bloated during this time of my life, your body may need something completely different because every single human body is so different, and different things are gonna work for different people.
And the funny thing is that we all really know what it is that is best for us, but it's just a matter of, are we willing to do it? And it's just a beautiful thing to become more and more and more and more aware of what works for me and what doesn't. And this experiment for sure has done that for me. Yay! Thank you for watching. I'll see you again soon.